Have you guys ever heard the term shift? Okay, so we're going through a shift. Oh, by the way, another book written by Gary Keller. It's called Shift. You might want to get it. We're going into a shift. Now, what's interesting is we live on an island. That makes things a little unique, doesn't it? So I want you to think about real estate. Has anybody been on the mainland in real estate? Okay. Has anybody ever owned property on the mainland? Okay, so when you go into a city and you want to buy property and you can't afford, what do? They just take you further from the city, right? That's just how it works, right? The further out you get, the more in the suburbs you get, the cheaper it gets, cheaper it gets, cheaper it gets. Make sense? We live on an island. It's water. You can't go any further out. It changes our market. So you need to be aware of that, right? So it does change our market. So it's very interesting because we've been seeing those red numbers. So we call them the red numbers. That means things are decreasing. So the question is, are we shifting? So there's two indicators, because the other thing you have to know is when you start looking at the MLS, you're going to see complexes that had 5 listings 9 months ago that have 0. So for example, I had a guy who wants a vacation rental, South Kihei. He wants at least 1 bedroom and he wants under $550. So I pulled up all of the pending and the active. Just take a guess. How many active? Just throw me a number. Just
3.
3? How many pending?
30.
Yeah.
17 pending, 2 active. So that tells me we're short on inventory. So now are those red numbers just because we're short on inventory? So that becomes the question, right? It's because we're short on inventory or we actually shifted already? I don't know. But here's what I do know. In my email, I get tons of emails from other agents. And you know what I see a lot of right now? Price reduce, price reduce, price reduce, price reduce, like a lot. So that is sort of my tipping point of saying we are entering a shifting market. So you have a lot of indicators you have to read. Does that make sense? You kind of have to be a little bit stats driven in this business to know what's happening, because people are going to ask you what's happening in the market. So now let me ask you, yes, Teresa.
But aren't there
sorry,
a lot?
Brett.
Yeah, please, thank you. Aren't there a lot of buyers just waiting for this type of market to happen here?
You mean
All over the world?
like a drop?
Right.
Investors?
Yes. Because we
Brings
have
up a
people
very-
from everywhere who want to buy in
Yes,
Maui
we
and
do.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
But they've been waiting for the market to come down. So
Right.
is it really going to be a problem for us?
So it brings up an interesting scenario, and here's what you have to understand. So I was in real estate in the crash of 2008. I watched everything happen.
Here?
No, I was on the mainland.
Okay.
It was obvious. People were getting loans. I mean, I would turn away buyers. I go, you can't afford a $600,000 house. If you want to go and get into one of those loans that are meant for investors, you go to somebody else. And they would, and they'd go to somebody else and they'd give it to them, they knew it was a problem. So that crash happens. You know what happens when it goes to the bottom? That's when everybody wants to buy, right? Like, I want to buy at the bottom, I want to buy at the bottom, I want to buy at the bottom. Guess who buys at the bottom?
The rich?
Cash. If you don't have cash, you're not buying at the bottom. Because people are, cash buyers are coming in. They're gonna get the good properties, right? What else is probably gonna happen when that, so right now, let's say we're at the peak, right? What's gonna happen as it goes down? Why would you choose right now to buy a house? I'm putting you on the spot, Lily.
Oh, boy. Well, the best time to buy is yesterday.
I like that, that's a good answer. Why else is it absolutely an incredible time to buy right now?
Because it hasn't dropped yet. I mean, it's not at the bottom.
Okay, the interest rates are incredible,
Yeah.
like historic. Like they hit a point and we went, can't go any lower, and then they went lower and we all went, and that creates a totally different scenario. You're also on an island, so I've got to know what the person I'm talking to wants to do in the future. Are they looking for something to hold for 25 years? Because I guarantee you in 25 years it's going to be worth a lot more money.
Right.
So I say the best time to buy is when it's right for you. And you have to look at your scenario, right? So, yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I am kind of a C personality, believe it or not. I like math.
This is a good example for you guys. You're gonna get these kind of questions.
All right.
Whatever she's about to throw at me.
Okay, so I'm looking at median sales prices and they're all up. How
Yes.
can the median sales price be up and the market be going down?
Oh my my gosh, that is a fantastic question, and I actually have the answer to that. I was hoping she was gonna ask me something I didn't have the answer to, because you know, it's perfectly acceptable, and especially with a C, do not guess. They do not like when you guess and get it wrong. You say, I'm gonna pretend I don't know. I don't know the exact answer to that. I'd like to research that and get back to you. Would you be okay with that?
I love it.
Awesome. I'm gonna text you. What's your
I love
what's
it.
your
Here's my
phone
number.
number? Notice I just got the information. So, what's the difference between average and median? Do you guys know?
Average is dividing it by all, but
Odd
median
number.
is taken off.
And it's the middle one.
Yeah.
Your median can be totally thrown off, and your average can be totally thrown off. So if I had, and in a market that's small, which we are a small market right now, we're even smaller because of the kind of market we're in, because we have buyers that are ready to buy and sellers that aren't ready to sell. We get that, you can have that median that can be, this one was here, this one was here, and there was nothing in the middle, even though that's actually your middle. So it can skew your numbers. So for you, I'd like to pull the data and send it to you on InfoSparks and show you what the average is, so we can see what the numbers are. Okay, make sense?
Yeah, but that doesn't answer my question.
No, because I can only answer the average versus the median, but I would pull the data and send it to you.
But I'm asking you why? Why is the market not contingent on the median sales price?
Because the median is, so let me explain median to you. So we have, if you have 5 houses that sold, and one sold for $1 million,
Uh-huh.
and one sold for $250,000, and one sold for $300,000, and one sold for $400,000, and one sold for $800,000, your median is your $400,000. That's your middle house.
Okay,
So notice it's not the average.
okay.
The average would have been way higher, so it
Oh.
can skew your numbers when you're looking at
I'm
median.
getting- I got it.
Make sense?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good question. So that kind of thing will happen, right? So you gotta know your numbers, but you also have to know that 20 years from now, you will say the same thing sometimes. I don't know the answer to that. Let me get that information and get back to you. It's okay. We get new agents that are so nervous. I don't know the answer to all these questions. Nobody does. Okay? Yes, Riley.
So in our market, we also have houses that are insanely expensive, the
Yes,
billionaire
we do.
houses, the 23.5.
Yes, we do.
So how does that affect our statistics?
So what that will do is skew your averages. So if everything is averaging 2.5 million to 500,000, and then suddenly you have a 23 million, it takes your average way out of whack, but it doesn't take your median out of whack.
Okay.
So you gotta know when to pull which, right? Make sense? Awesome. All right, I know you guys love stats, but we're moving on. Okay, under number 6, open house checklist. If you guys go, okay, I'm licensed, I'm good with the DCCA, I'm signed up a ramp, I'm doing an open house. Go for it. There's your checklist. Get it going. I love it. All right, 7 and 8 are blank. I'm gonna take you to 9, and I want you guys to
I
go.
got a question. I got one
Yes.
question. On the open house,
Mhm.
if this is a list to kill all lists for open houses,
Yes.
I've looked at this list.
Yes, it's on.
I would just be so curious, like, you know, the average person who just throws out a sign and sits there and wonders why no one showed up versus
Mhm.
our results.
Mhm.
Because this is huge preparation.
Yes, it is.
We must get way better results on our open houses.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And we get better turnover because we just simply say hi and ask for their name and number. Right? So, yeah, and I don't know that because you have to have the stats from the other companies, and
Yeah, they're not gonna tell
good
you.
luck, they won't share that.
We have some experience.
All right, so number 9, I want you guys to know is before you write an offer and some information in there on how to get paid with Command. You don't have to know any of that, it's not your homework, don't look at it yet, you'll get all confused, I just wanna make sure you had it in your packet. You go back to your index, number 7 says Ignite Notes and number 8 says Scripts, so that's your place to keep it. So you have like the pamphlet for all pamphlets, right? Pretty awesome? All right, we have 15 minutes, we're gonna make it through here. All right, do you guys know the difference between realtor and real estate agent?
Yes.
Share with us, somebody tell me.
I don't.
Okay, that's why we're gonna have Riley share with us, so we know. Yes.
Not all real estate agents are realtors because you have to pay a lot of money to be a realtor, and only realtors have access to the MLS, and only agents who are part of the Real Estate Association of Maui are realtors.
Okay,
And they
You are
hold
correct.
themselves to a higher code of ethics.
absolutely, you are correct. Okay. Is it okay, Riley, if I give you one correction?
What's that?
You are a realtor.
Or fine.
Watch the Santa
No
Clarita
I,
diet.
no I know, it's all good, you can do it, but I'm just saying. So, absolutely, 100%. So Realtor actually means member. Okay, you're a member of the Realtors Association, yes, 100%. So, Realtor means member. If you're ever using the term Realtor, just thinking to myself, can I replace this word with member, or does it make sense? And if it doesn't, you need to write real estate agent, okay? And it is a registered trademark, so just be aware of that. I like to let people know that, because most people don't know that. All right. Where are you not going on? There we go. Okay, so just a couple of people to know. So, I'm Nicole Burns, the head PC coach, Marion Howler, Keone Ball, and Dan Deckness are the other productivity coaches. So all of you are gonna have one of them as your coaches. Michelle Del Rosario is now our principal broker. And this is what she wants me to express to you. If you are ever having an issue or you feel like you have made a mistake in a transaction, do not hide mistakes, because in real estate, they don't hide. There's nowhere to hide them. Let your broker know, hey, I think I made a mistake, and then just tell your broker what it is, and then they'll say, oh yeah, we're good, or oh no, we need to look into that, right? We can fix anything as long as we know it exists. That makes sense, right? It's real estate. Purchase contract is a legal binding contract. Mistakes are gonna happen. We got you, don't worry. Sam Sinclair, you met her, agent services, and do we all know Lisa Teichner? Or we at least had a conversation with her yet. Busy lady, but she's awesome. She's our team leader. Okay. I don't know why I was doing that. Why are you doing that? Don't do that. Just give me the next thing. There we go. All right. So, what's your number one job right now? Because you're new to real estate. So, what's your number one job right now?
To train.
Learn.
Yeah. Show up to trainings. Be willing to learn. Absolutely. Ask questions when you don't understand. So, trust me, we don't know how to express everything to every personality. We just don't know. So, ask. Like, let us know if there's something you're not understanding, right? Because we want you to understand it. We want you to be clear on it. And if it's extensive knowledge you need, we might say, see us after class. Write a note and then see us after class. Like, don't just leave, okay? All right. Participate at a high level. Do we know what participating at a high level means?
Give it your all.
Give it your all. I like that. Yeah. Somebody give me one more thing. Participating at a high level.
Active listening.
Active listening. Thank you. I love active listening. Yes. All right. Begin reaching out to your database. So if your license is posted to the DCCA and you are on RAM, let people know, right? Say, hey, I got my license. Isn't that awesome? Like, I don't care what you say, just say something. Don't be secret. Just let everybody you know that you're close to know I'm in real estate. By the way, you know anybody looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? I'm looking for my first deal. Help me out. Let's do this, right? The only reason I say make sure you signed up at RAM first is because a lot of times they're going to want you to start sending them listings. And that's a fun conversation when you got somebody ready to go. They're like, let me see listings. And you're like, I can't do that. I don't know how. So even if you're signed up at RAM and you don't know how, just call your coach and be like, help me. We'll get you there. All right. So let your database know.
You should be able to push spacebar. I like the pull.
Okay, I'll try that. Thank you. What'd you say?
I want that pull.
You want the what?
The last screen, the pull.
Oh, the pool?
I
Isn't that a
like
nice
it.
pool? I did a lot of open houses at that pool. That's my picture. I don't take pictures. All right, so coaching versus training, you're all in coaching. How many of you have ever been coached before by a coach? In anything? Yeah, most people have had. Where were you coached by a coach, usually? Sports, right? Yeah, sports is pretty common. Okay, so I want you to understand the difference between coaching and training, and I want you to understand that initially your coach is also going to be training you because you don't know how to do it yet, right? So, training transfers knowledge. A coach is going to enhance knowledge. Training, focus on how to do a skill, right? The how-to. You got to learn the how-to first. Then we're going to focus on what to do with that skill, right? We're going to often do training like this in a group setting, and you're usually going to do one-on-one with your coaching. Training can be formal. Coaching is very conversational and has a lot of active listening. Thank you for that term, Riley. I love that term. Learning focused in training, development focused when you're doing coaching. Okay. Training depends on telling, so that's telling you how to do something versus coaching is asking you, like, what do you want and how can we get there? And you know, it's you creating the business around you. I always say real estate looks like this, like there's a million options of what you can do. We wanna figure out what works for you. Like your business is gonna look totally different than your business because you're different people and you wanna do different things and it's task over time and we want a task you can stick to. That being said, we still do have some systems that you definitely wanna stick to. All right, this is the follow the show me, tell me, test me model. This is focusing on improved behavior and performance. Training usually no follow-up or accountability. Coaching has lots of follow-up and accountability. Facilitates central thinking and decision-making. And training typically walks someone through a specific process to get a result on a specific item or task. And coaching is an ongoing activity designed to help maximize business and achieve potential through accountability. Does that make sense? Is anybody really unclear about coaching or have any questions about that? So kind of, we're getting it right now? Okay. Spacebar. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. What is my coach's number one job? Help me do the right activities to get into production as soon as possible. Help me find the resources I need to help me get into production as soon as possible. Help me understand how to follow the KW model to help me get into production as soon as possible. Me into production as possible. You knew what I meant to say because I've only said it 3 more times. All right, help me stay engaged during the instructional time to learn how to get into production as soon as possible. And read the last one to me, all of you, please.
Help me
Me
with
and you
the
have
activities that will help me get into production as soon as possible.
Are we seeing a theme? We want to get you into production as soon as possible. Why do we want to get you into production as soon as possible?
So we have money.
Yes, it's a paycheck. Like, I know you're probably doing this out of the kindness of your heart and because you love people, but mama gotta eat, okay? So let's be real. All right, good, we got it. All right,
Well, plus you learn by doing too.
yes, you do. Okay, now why didn't it work? We had to figure it out. Am I done? Oh, you know what, I might be done. Oh, wouldn't that be cool if I was like totally on time? Cause look, it's, oh, you might even have a few minutes. We're done, we did it. Oh, orientation. Awesome. So hopefully you guys have a really good idea of what's going on. That was perfect timing because I want to walk you all through the other office. If you've been into the 201, no worries, but I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to show you all the stuff. It's all yours. Like you are now a part of all of it. So that is your office to utilize. I'll show you where everything is. This is our training room. We also have 201 and 202. By the way, I should have told you that before, but there's the bathroom keys. We have those over in the other office. We're gonna take about 10 minutes. We'll take 5 over there. Then do what you want. Grab water. You buy a coffee over there right now.
Where is the bathroom?
Right next door.
Okay.
Past the elevators. On the side of the elevator.
All right.
Yeah. So you leave your stuff. Feel free. I'm gonna walk you guys over there and show you on the QA office so you know what it's about.